So, yeah, since
This is good.
I actually bought that for our previous table session, so I've been holding on to it a long time. It's aged. It's not bad. Virgil's handcrafted root beer, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Cool Ranch Doritos. All right, there's the timer.
All right.
We're back at it. You are out in the black void of space. For that, I don't have a sound effect. I haven't run any sound effects this time. Let's see. And you have little thrusters in your suit. And, oh, that's right. You went through the iris valve at, what's it called? At the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
Which means as soon as you bring in this big rock, it's going to get very heavy very quickly.
Mm-hmm.
So you're hoping for gather up like some of the baseball sized ones and softball size.
Do we have a concept? I mean, like, I have all these space skills. Do I have any concept of how much we would need for a ship this size?
No.
No concept.
And yes, you guys know that the thing moved down there just to move you guys into the asteroid field. That would be your conclusion. That one of the characters had already pointed out those can't be maneuver drives because the ship would just start flipping or whatever. So, since one of you had already thought of that, it would not be a leap to conclude, okay, so this is how you maneuver this ship.
That's
And then as far as baseballs and softballs, there would be one problem. You can't be 100% sure these are the ones with the fluorine in them, but you could take the chance.
yeah. I'll take a bunch of them.
Yeah, we'll have to say you brought some kind of bag with you or something to chuck a few in there. It's still going to be as heavy as a bag of rocks, though.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Good thing there's a strong guy to help me.
yeah?
I don't have strength +1 though. I
Well,
just have 0.
hopefully between the two of you, maybe once you get in the airlock, you tie the line to the bag, and then both of you go up the ladder and start. So again, I'm going to move through as quickly as possible. We're going to call this one solved. We're going to say that, or at least you collected the rocks.
Okay.
So we'll say you got a big bag of rocks. What do you do then?
Well, I think
Don't we break them?
we should go up to the workshops and see if we can break them apart to find the crystals we need.
Maybe there would be something in the machine shop. There would at least be large objects you might try to smash a rock with, and surely a good sturdy workbench.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right. How about you take them into the machine shop and find like a, oh, that's a good point. Probably all the tools in here would be larger as well, made for somebody
Bigger.
a foot taller. So, you know, even like a crescent wrench or a space hydro spanner or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And sure, they smash up pretty good, and you managed it. It's not long until you got a bunch of little chunks the size of these dice.
Okay.
Let's shortcut that a bit as well. All those flashing symbols are on the engineering deck. So, let's say you would conclude that you need to go to the engineering deck with your pebbles. So on the engineering deck, you remember there's that huge thing in the center, over there toward 2. When you start looking around in engineering trying to decide what to do next, you see that flashing symbol in a couple different places, but one of them is Well, I was visualizing one of those card catalog drawers at the library, like a long pull-out drawer, and it's got that flashing symbol on it. And again, I'm rushing things a little, but when you pull that drawer open, there's all kinds of dusty residue in there.
Okay.
Ergo, you would conclude,
Dump our stuff in and close it.
okay, when you close it, the the beeping stops,
Okay.
and you know what? We might as well say you heard a kind of a inside of it, like it pulled all
Sucked
those
it in.
rocks out of there. Yeah, sucked it through. And you know what? Fine. The flashing symbols, just one by one, start going out everywhere on the ship, and you have successfully done what the ship wanted you to do. We are going to call that obstacle overcome. We're going to say you've disconnected from the computer at this point. Alrighty. And how about everybody, well, I was going to say everybody could get together and share notes, but you've still got this guy dying on the engineering deck floor. Or whatever he's doing.
I think we should try to clear out the hydroponics area.
First by moving the semi-dead body from the entrance.
Should we do the smoke idea?
We could just light everything on fire.
Well, green plants don't burn very well. So I think we should do the alcohol sheets, fire, throw it in there, have a bunch of smoke happen, and see if that sedates the insects enough for us to at least run through.
Okay.
That's my. I
We
don't
could also
know.
cut up the plants.
Yeah, but I don't want to go in there and like work. I was thinking we open the door, throw a flaming thing in there, slam the door shut, and then observe what happens.
We have night. Swords, we could just cut up the plants slightly.
Yep. But like, do you want to go work in there while there's the spider thing?
No.
Yeah.
What you trying to say, Ronan?
Or, I mean, like
Okay.
moths, like, light.
Ooh.
We could get like a flashlight and
That's a good idea.
like set it right in front of, right there.
Or throw it all the way to the back.
Yeah.
It's an interesting idea.
We could put it next to the professor.
Well, if these two are plotting those sorts of things, do you think you might be tending to Brandon at all?
I don't have any kind of medic skills.
How about compassion skills? I mean, I'm just saying, you know. They're down
Okay.
there trying to tie together some flaming sheets. Meanwhile, he's over here. So why don't you guys head down to the quarters deck and come up with some sheets and such, and then stop off at the bar and get a couple bottles of alcohol, and we will see what the nurturing mother figure would want to do about the Brandon. I mean, maybe even just, you know, get him off of the floor, for example.
Could put him in one of the stripped beds.
It's true. What kind of beds would even be available if you wanted to put him in a bed?
Some of the rooms have double beds.
It looks like A is clear to the point that it's unused. B has somebody who's recently living in it. C, yes, has the double bed, but it does have some stuff in there. Not that, you know, it matters. D has the small beds. That ain't gonna work. E has been burned to a sizzle. And and F is being used for storage. Where do you guys want to take him?
I think we should take him to 4.
Actually, what am I asking you guys for?
How about like
Lucy, where do you want to take him?
9? I think that's the best place.
You're gonna put him right where the dead corpses are there? You'd surely die.
2. Stateroom A.
Okay. All right, Ronan, you gonna help her carry him down there? Okay, so these two went down to stateroom A. And maybe you guys were all in the elevator at the same time, and you guys are kind of looking over at Taz and Butterbeard like, thanks for the help. She takes him to stateroom A and puts him on the bunk. And meanwhile, you guys go to...
We wanna go to the entry to the hydroponics bay.
I meant, where are you getting the sheets from?
I think we should take him from stateroom C.
Stateroom C with the double bed. I was looking at D has 4 small beds. There's 4 sets. But
Okay, oh, that's a good idea. We could maybe do 4 of them and
yeah.
just throw them in there.
Alright, and you got alcohol. You go back up the elevator and you'll be at the entrance to hydroponics. And you are going to first douse these sheets.
Yeah.
Alright, and then you are going to set them ablaze and then chuck them in.
That's the idea.
Alright. Let's think about this. You are about to light these. Give me a roll
God.
for that.
Okay.
Right?
Well, it's an oxygen-rich environment. It might.
I don't think it'd be anywhere. I mean, you guys are breathing with your helmets off, so.
And that room's been sealed.
Oh,
So,
There's airlocks on either end.
I have weapons. I feel weapon skills.
well,
I have survival.
Mr. Plasma Lighter, how about just some intelligence? Give me an intelligence roll.
11.
Alright, it is alcohol. It does burst into flame. And when you hit the button to open the airlock, I don't even know how, but okay, fine. You guys get them chucked into there and close the airlock door. There is flame. Oh, let's start there. So, let's see, that huge cloud of moths, or a huge cloud of moths comes up, and they kind of fly around near the fire. And you see 5, maybe 6 of those huge flying spiders light away to the end of the bay. We'll say that maybe the fire is slowing down a little as the alcohol is burned off, and now the fabric is burning, and yeah, that's a lot of smoke. I mean, obviously alcohol doesn't smoke hardly at all when you burn it, so
The clothes would, the fabric.
yeah, now that the fabric is really and truly burning, there's quite a bit of smoke. This is an interesting concept. So what, you were seeing them just like falling out of the air to the ground?
Why not?
Or they land and they just get, well, I know like bees get basically sleepy.
Really?
So that's how you harvest the honey, is you smoke them and then they are kind of just in a stupor.
docile.
Yeah.
Okay, so would it make sense if all those moths just rested on a wall maybe? Even if they didn't
Or on the
fall to-
ground, yeah, just, and kind of move really slowly.
Well, I'm thinking about the bees with the smoke. They don't have a huge blazing fire scaring them, or in the cases of moth, maybe attracting them.
Yeah, I don't know. They would attract the moths.
What about the spiders?
They flew over and disappeared into some other plants over there. I mean, we are generating some smoke. We're just not full yet. I'm trying to make some kind of sense of how this might play out and if there would still be any danger. I could say that there's some little fluffy bunnies in there screaming in agony that you didn't see before, but I don't think they would have to be space bunnies. How did you guys prepare for this? Are you in your vac suits ready to go in there?
That's what I was thinking.
I mean, like, when I say you mean like helmets and everything?
Because we wouldn't want to breathe the smoke either.
Alright. I think you guys would have had some sort of something else. Like, you still want to protect yourself when you go in.
Yeah, maybe.
Actually, you're the one who asked about the invisible armor stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, but do you even have that with you?
Yeah,
Why would you have that with you?
it's on my cloth, right?
Huh?
It's on me.
But you're wearing a vac suit.
Yeah.
Miranda Dorlac vac suit, so you have it over your other armor.
Or you could take your vac suit off.
No, I'm debating whether or not he'd actually be able to wear that under his vac suit, but fine, we'll allow that too. I'm
I
thinking
thought
that
the back suit acted as armor.
well, he's got this special stuff that makes him invisible.
Well, I know, but how did the guy get bit if it acts as armor?
You guys haven't dealt with that question. That is a valid question, and there is an answer to that
Oh.
question. That would have been investigating the suit, the wound, and stuff like that.
Well, he didn't have underarm under him. Additional armor.
No, he didn't have additional armor under it.
No. He had his
you
tweed
guys-
suit with a vac suit on over
Did you
it.
guys burn his vac suit?
No. Who would have done some investigation of the vac suit?
I guess me, because I'm the investigator.
Alright, well, we will have a little flashback real quick.
Okay.
What did you, give me an investigation roll with some intelligence. You just can't decide whose lap you wanna be in, huh?
It's because I'm not sitting back.
Yes, good puppy dog.
I'm having technical difficulties. Oops. 12.
The little bitty hole in his suit was obviously made from some kind of acid. Now you guys knew that before, but I don't know if you've taken the time to really process that information. There is a tiny dot like the point of a pencil, that it's not a tear when you investigate it up close, it's burned around the edges as though this were some kind of acid.
So maybe the spider, it has acid.
Some kind of shoots some kind of acid or drips with his from his teeth or something.
But then how does he get burned?
Who?
The spider.
How does what?
The spider doesn't get burned if it has the acid.
Then like maybe he shoots it.
Or yeah,
So, yes, I mean, the spider could have two inert materials, that maybe when the piercing action doesn't work, it has a secondary thing it can fall back on to attack its prey. Flying, acid spewing spiders.
I have
Space
an idea.
spiders.
Although it's kind of late. Could we put on the alien vac suits over our vac suits? Because they're bigger.
They're taller. I don't know.
tall.
I mean, you could easily put it on, obviously. Could you put it on over a vac suit? That's a little trickier.
They're bigger.
Yeah, but it doesn't necessarily mean they're bigger around. I mean, a vac
Maybe
suit
a
is going to be kind of a
big-
bulky thing.
Okay.
But I like where you're going with this. Perhaps,
Could we drape them on us? Could we find some, or are there shields that we could find in the?
you don't want to risk just putting on a different suit and going in there.
We could. Sure, let's I mean, there might be, that might be the reason why there's no oxygen. It seems weird that they wouldn't be kept near it, but we could try it.
It's your game.
Okay.
Right now, I've got us on hold that the room is beginning to fill with smoke. Do you want to retcon any of that, or just retcon that you have an alien spacesuit on?
Let's do the alien spacesuit.
Okay, and you're going to still want to go in, I mean, there's still fire, smoke, all that, and then you're going to go in there.
We wanna, what I was thinking is we'd wait for the bugs to be, actually, we might wanna also bring more alcohol and more sheets that are not on fire with us, in case this works. And run through and try to figure out what's on the other side.
Yeah, yeah. So what is your next step then?
We're in our alien spacesuits with more sheets.
You both have alien spacesuits.
Yeah, and more alcohol.
Okay.
And the lighter still, and like our other stuff. And we want to try to sprint across and get through while hopefully the bugs are sedated.
All right. Well, mise en scene. A lot of these mods are like on the walls, wings folded.
Have any spiders seen?
Huh?
Any spiders seen?
You saw them fly
Scamper.
toward the back of the bay, but you don't actually see any visible from the door itself. Let's see. I was thinking the only reason that the mods flew when you guys walked in was because you disturbed them. So I am not going to say that the mods are going to be a problem if you go running through there. All right. Let's just handle it this way. You're going to both rush into the airlock and close it behind the two of you, and then you are going to attempt to run across. I want, what kind of physical attributes do either one of you have?
I have endurance +1.
I also have endurance +1. Let's see here.
I was thinking somebody had an agility or something.
I have athletics.
Athletics?
I have melee.
No. Let's have you give us a roll with, what kind of agility do you have? Or is it dexterity?
I have just a flat 0.
I have +1.
All right. Do your athletics plus your dexterity. And you do what now?
Survival, jack of all trades.
All right, you can do a jack of all trades. Oh, but that's a 0 too, right?
Yeah.
So you're doing a naked roll. All right, yeah. Naked roll, make it good.
22.
I have 10.
Don't
No,
you-
11.
So hopefully you guys have been at my table long enough to know what I'm about to do. So you went running, you both went sprinting. 4, yeah, you made it about 3 steps before you kissed dirt. You trip, you fall, you are doing just fine, and you are over, you're about 3/4 of the way there when you realize that he has fallen down behind you. So far, there is nothing attacking you, you've got the full suit on, helmet and everything, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can breathe, by the way. There's no air tanks and there's no leaks, but you are breathing, so that's interesting. And yes, now you're breathing laying on the ground. We'll say you were dazed for just a half second to let him decide if he's going to leave you laying there, if he's going to do something to help or what.
I can always go back.
Yeah, he's only 3 steps away.
No, he got about 3 steps in, you're over 3/4 of the way to the door.
Yeah, that's what I meant. He can easily go back, and it's much longer for me to get there, so
So you're just going to keep on running.
I think, yeah.
When you get to the other end of the bay, there is an iris valve, and the iris valve itself is nearly closed, but there is a scratched and corroded metal rod wedged in the iris so that it doesn't close all the way. So, see, this is another one of these things where they failed me. It doesn't tell me what next. I mean, are you able to open it back up again? I shared that picture of an iris valve. How are you going to force it open?
Can you press a button?
Let's go with that. Let's go, but see, if it was as easy as a button press, why would somebody try to jam it open? There is so much in here that does not make sense, and by the way, I watched a review of this, and that was his complaint too. Yeah, you hit a button, and nothing happens. But this rod is jammed in there, so it's not shut. Now, hang on a second. Before we already take our next bio break, what are you doing in the meantime? He just left you behind laying there.
I'm gonna try to get back to the first door.
You want to leave?
Yeah. Before the killer acid spiders get me.
Okay. All right. So let's see.
Maybe what I'll do is I'll just stand back by the door and, I don't know, maybe get my assault rifle, like advanced combat, or actually no, my pistol with the laser sight
Okay.
to shoot down any spiders if they come up from him, because I have a laser sight that's good for, I guess I didn't write it down. I think it's like 50 feet though or something.
All right.
It's 50 RNG range.
So you're going to want to get to your feet and pull out your pistol and cover him.
But get back by the door in case I need to make a quick exit.
All right. Give me another roll, and we'll see how easily or difficult this went.
Well, what kind of roll would that be? With that same one?
Yeah, I guess so.
9.
9. All right, fine. You make it to your feet. You get backed up to the door, and you holler over to him.
I'm gonna cover you.
Yeah. All right, Vlad.
I'm gonna go back.
You're not gonna try to get the thing open?
Now with killer spiders.
You don't see any at the moment. Just saying.
Yeah, but there's all sorts of plants.
Yeah. So you want to run back out.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Give me a tail between your legs roll. I guess it's going to be the same as before. Athletics with dexterity.
Let's see here. This 7.
Okay, well then, yeah, when you turn to run, you make it about halfway and then trip over a vine. You could make me, since you already have an athletic skill and a high dexterity, I will allow you to give me a, what's that called in D&D when somebody uses magic on you? A magic attack on you.
A save.
A saving throw. Yeah, I'll let you do a saving throw kind of thing. Maybe you won't fall over completely. Give me the same roll again.
Six.
6. Oh yeah, you do hit the floor. And you know what? Yeah. Yeah, one of those spiders jumps over. You landed flat on your face, and he landed on the back of your leg, like around where the knee is.
Wait.
Now wait. He's
Stand
watching
still.
this. You won't even know there's a spider that jumped on you. He's the one that's gonna know it. So,
Oh
so yeah. What do you want to do about
Leg
this?
off.
Yeah.
Alright,
Do I have a clear shot?
Of his leg, yes.
I mean, but like if I shot the spider, would I hit the leg?
Yeah. Oh yes. Yes.
But don't I have 2 sets of armor.
Fair enough. I didn't say you're dead yet, did I?
No.
So he's halfway across?
Yeah, he's halfway across. He was running, he tripped, he almost recovered, boom, flat on his face, and then you saw that spider bunk and then land on the back of his leg, and we're determining what happens the next quarter second.
All right.
Do you shout? Do you act? What do you do?
I want to shout and try to run and kick it.
Why not shoot it?
Because I'll shoot you.
I have 2 sets of armor.
Well, I
It
mean,
would burn.
We don't know
If I
how
put
good
on-
the armor,
yeah.
the alien armor is.
It might be like thin.
Well, and plus, I mean, it's not like, if I put on a Kevlar bulletproof vest, I still would not want you to take out a pistol and shoot me in the chest. You know? I mean, there's still things that can go wrong, you know, so. Besides, maybe you're not, maybe you wouldn't panic. He is, Taz is. So, you're going to shout, run, and what?
I'm gonna
Kicking.
shout, you have a spider on your leg. I'm gonna try to run up to him and, well, maybe I should try to swat it off.
Okay.
Why not
I
kill
would
it with
just
a
kick it.
dagger?
Well, I
can't-
could use
I
my
don't want,
sword.
like, I don't wanna cut your leg.
Yeah.
I could use my sword.
I'm trying to be conservative here. If all else fails, I can bring out the gun and start.
But remember, they're behind an airlock
Oh, yeah.
door, so. Alright, so you see this happen, you shout, you start running toward him. Might as well give me a roll.
Same naked
I know.
roll.
Yeah, guess so.
12.
Oh,
You kick.
oh, okay, well, then that's going very well. Your feet practically glide above the vines as you go running over. Now you heard him shout, you've got a spider on you, dude. So fine, what do you now want to do while he's running toward you?
I want to get my sword ready, I guess.
You should act as quick as you can.
Don't panic.
You don't want to be like, let me just pull this thing out.
Yeah, I'm looking more for, do you try to stand up? Do you start like flailing all around? What do you do?
I'm gonna punch the. Can I punch the spider?
You don't know where the spider is.
I thought it was on my leg. He said that yelled it was on my leg.
Yeah, you can't see that though. I mean, you're laying on your face.
And you
And
can.
he hollered, you got a spider on you.
I
But-
guess I'll turn around so that he has a better shot at it.
Okay, so you stand up then.
Sure.
Okay, so you stand up, he comes running at you. You could ask him where, or you know.
Alright, I'll ask him where.
On your leg.
Okay, so now he's running toward you. You now know it's on your leg. Do you have a dancing skill? No? I just thought, you know, if he started dancing around, it might fall off or something.
He has an athletic
I
dancing
have
skill.
melee unarmed.
All right, well, then we won't leave it up to a roll. Let's say that you arrived at him and you kicked, swat, what?
Yeah, swatted it.
Okay, and yes, the spider is now off of him and he is doing no screaming. You feel nothing whatsoever. Okay, so you guys,
Can I see the spider?
yes, you see the
Can
spider.
I try to shoot it?
Bomb! Guys, we have a leak.
It's with my pistol. It's not.
Yeah,
a point.
yeah. Okay, all right.
Plus he has laser sight, so it's...
Oh, true, yeah. You got any kind of skill with that pistol of yours?
Wait, with
I
laser
have
sight...
gun combat.
Huh.
Gun combat.
Excellent. Roll it.
Does laser sight
Do
give you
I-
anything extra?
Yeah.
Oh, it does? Okay.
It does, like a +1.
Yeah.
Nice.
And then do I use anything else?
Pick one. Intelligence, I guess.
Education.
Education. I'm
No.
highly educated in gun combat. All right, so I get 7, 8, 9.
And this is a slug pistol?
It's a Gauss pistol.
Gauss.
Gauss pistol.
Okay, so as I recall, a Gauss pistol is like a railgun. It fires particles using electromagnet. I could be wrong about that. We might need to look that up. Okay, if it's not a slug pistol, then there will not be the big funny ricocheting scene. But fine, we'll say you, what, 9?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, fine. You hit the spider. It went splat. It was very gross. There's now
One less spider.
one less spider in the world.
One less spider.
The house.
Unless it had babies inside.
Oh dear.
Oh no,
Yeah.
it could explode.
The thing my mom always told us when we were growing up is if you see a spider and don't kill it, it will be in bed with you tonight. So,
I always kill the spider.
Alright, well, I don't know how long ago the BioBreak thing went off, but fine, you have a splatted spider, you guys are still there. When we come back, we will pick it back up with you two and see what's going on with the Brandon, okay?
Alright.
Alright, there's our break. We're not gonna stretch this out. I didn't even tell you the plan at the beginning, but the plan is we need to finish up Annic Nova today. Then 2 weeks from now, we will get together for Doulos. And we're gonna have another 2 or 3 sessions of Doulos. And then when we're done with Doulos, I have thought of a way where we could merge these two if we wanted.